take my gun out and I tell him, I'm gonna shoot you. I started to feel myself blacking out the black curtains. I had been punched so many times, he broke the bone in my face. He stops punching me and he starts going after my gun. And so now we're wrestling over my gun and a round discharges into the ground. After the round discharges, he's able to take the gun from me, and now I roll over onto my hands and knees and I'm looking up at him and I'm looking down the barrel of my gun. He has the gun to my forehead and he pulls the trigger.
What happened to you psychologically as a result of this incident? And you're not just talking about what happened to you, but you're using that experience now to help others. I want you to talk to us about that.
Nobody really prepares for a mental health battle. Obviously, we drink our water, we take our vitamins, we go to the gym for physical health, but what does mental health mean? I know when I went through the academy, it was never talked about. You go and you have a bad day and you do CPR on a baby and it's on to the next. I didn't realize the ramifications of mental health. So after my shooting, I remember going home and having like an out-of-body experience for days. Like, this didn't happen to me. It's like you watch a video of an awful traffic stop on TV and you're like, dang, that's horrible for that cop. Like, I feel bad for them. But you kind of move on as your day should. And that's how I felt. I wasn't able to come to terms with what actually happened to me and how I was in a fight for my life. And I'll be honest with you, the real trauma came through the aftermath. It wasn't necessarily the incident. Yes, the incident was awful. Nobody should ever have a gun to their head. Nobody should ever be punched in the face. But it was the re-victimization through the systems that are in place to protect you. And that's when I really said, where are we going with this? I had my suicide attempt August of 2021, so it was nearly 2 years after my shooting. That entire time I put on this facade. As a cop and a female, you always have to do a little more. You got to prove yourself a little more. You can't be emotional. You can't do this. So you have to fight a little harder. And I would see my partners in shootings and they would go back to work. And I'm sitting here like afraid of trash can lids closing. And I'm like, what is wrong with me? Something is wrong with me. And I remember it was August of 2021. I texted my husband, you got to come home. I don't know why, but something's not right. I end up getting my gun. I take a whole bunch of pills and I was going to end my life because I was so tired of fighting. I felt like I had to fight workman's comp. I had to fight this person. I had to fight just to survive after I survived. So I say all that to say I'm 4 years past my shooting now, and I finally have realized that there are amazing systems in place to actually get help. I was real with my therapist after August of 2020, and I said, I am so messed up, I need help. I went through EMDR therapy, I did color therapy, I did group therapy, individual therapy. My husband and I did couples therapy. Like, there's so many resources out there, but the problem that lies in the first responder community is we think that if you stand up and say, I need help, you're going to lose your badge and gun, you're going to lose the job that you love, you're going to lose the income for your family, and we're afraid to stand up when maybe you just need an outlet or a resource. So that's really why I am so passionate about mental health and first responders, because if I feel this way, I know that other people do too.
Well, it's powerful, and I commend you on sharing such intimate, personal details about your life. But these are the types of revelations that, who knows what person out there hearing this is, oh my God, if she got through that, and she got to the point where she almost took her own life, and now she's rebounded and she's moving forward and she's doing things to help not only herself, but others. Again, who knows how many lives, relationships, families that you might, and I'm certain will save as we move forward.